By supporting Ukraine, we're keeping American troops out of the war. US President.
Here's a summary of the article.
We, Yahoo, are part of the Yahoo family of brands, the sites and apps that we own and operate, including Yahoo and AOL, and our digital advertising service, Yahoo Advertising. When you use our sites and apps, we use cookie policy. Greater than cookies. Cookies allow the operators of websites and apps to store and read information from your device, authenticate users, apply security measures, and prevent spam and abuse. And if you do not want us and our partners to use cookies and personal data for these additional purposes, click Reject All. If you would like to customize your choices, click Manage Privacy Settings. You can change your choices at any time by clicking on the Privacy and Cookie Settings or Privacy Dashboard links on our sites and apps.
This post received a score of 6,600, with an upvote ratio of 94%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
The US is in a pretty sweet spot right now. We have an ally who'll fight for us without getting NATO involved.
It's just a sweet spot. It's very literally the most fortuitous scenario that could have reasonably happened for both the US and NATO. Russia is mired in a war they can neither ever win nor afford to lose. By the time the war is over, Russian influence on the global geopolitical stage will be essentially non-existent.
At a bargain price too. Around $75 billion at this point in time, and no deployed U.S. lives. We've spent about 6 times that dollar amount on post-9/11 war veteran disability benefits alone.
And a lot of that isn't even real money. Mothballed, warehoused gear that is technically part of our readiness but would never see use by our military. In terms of aid, the amount of stuff we're going to replace or miss is a lot smaller. It's the best dollar-for-dollar defense spending the US has ever done. Maybe barring Lend-Lease or the Alaska Purchase. I said it from the start. It is cheaper to send help to Ukraine today instead of sending troops to one of NATO members in Eastern Europe in few years.
Fact.
Russia is on the record saying they do not want to stop in Ukraine. They want to attack Poland and other NATO countries. Who actually thinks they will stop in Ukraine?
People said they'd stop after cyber-attacking Estonia. Then they attacked Georgia. Then Crimea. Then the rest of Ukraine. They will never quit for as they can keep going.
They will stop when they are stopped, and not before.
Exactly. All these old fucks that grew up with Russia at enemy number one for their entire life basically should be happy they can destroy them without a single US soldier lost.
I'm an old fuck that supports Ukraine?
Yeah, but you know what I mean, the nut jobs.
I sure do know some of those. Winking face.
Pepperidge Farm remembers when Republicans liked Russians dying and Americans living.
Imagine taking a quick time travel trip to the 1980s and explaining to the Republicans, including Reagan, that in 2023 their party would be fighting US funding of Ukrainian independence after Russia launched a war within their borders. We send them older stockpiles of weapons, we fund their military and help stabilize their country while they do all the heavy lifting, and not a single US troop is dispatched for police operations, or whatever they choose to call it. That would have been the Republican wet dream.
Trump changed everything. Before that, Republicans are a bunch of war hawks, neoconservatists and interventionists that always want to increase military spending and go fuck around with other nation affairs. Now they are a bunch of isolationists.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.